Hey, my name is Marty Leeds, and today we're going to take a look at the holy number 7 and its relationship to pi. Now, pi we know is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, and it's known as the number 3.1415. Now, a whole number approximate of pi we can get by dividing 22 by 7, our holy number 7, getting 3.142. Now, how we're going to look at this 7 is through, and getting pi is through English gematria. Now, this is going to be a companion on the English alphabet Pi the Great Work video. If you go to www.martyleeds33.com, you can take a look at it there, or just YouTube Marty Leeds 33. Now, here's our cipher for the English alphabet. And what we've done here is we've split our alphabet of 26 letters into 13 and 13, and we've actually put those 13 on our hand. So left hand for your A through M, and N through Z is your right hand. And what we've done here is actually assign numbers of each letter by walking up the 6 days of creation and the 7th day where God rested, and then just walking back down as in the fall of mankind, if you will. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, and G is 7. And then this is where we rested, and this is our holy 7 here. And then we're just going to walk back down. And so this is actually put on your left hand, and your left hand is just a mirror of your right hand. So we can do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So A through M, 13 letters here, and N through Z is 13 letters. And what I did here is actually separate this is the prime numbers here, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 5, 3, 2, and then the non-primes, which are 1, 4, 6, and 6, 4, 1. And if you add the primes up, it actually gives you 27, and there are 27 bones in the human hand. And so you have 27 primes here, and then 27 over here, giving you the 27 bones on each hand. Now we can actually find pi on both sides of our alphabet, adding our non-primes. So 6 plus 6 is 12, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2. And you can see we drew a Jewish menorah here. And this 12 plus 8 plus 2 equals 22, and this leads us right to our 7 here. So 22 divided by 7 is pi. And so we have pi on our left hand, and then we have pi on our right hand. And this pi, begotten by 7 on both sides, comes together to give you the tetragrammaton. And that's the symbol, basically pi 7, pi 7. And in the Hebrew cipher, it actually equaled 26. And this is a relationship to the 26 letters of our alphabet. And like I said, I've explained this all in another video in depth. This is just an overview. And so what we've done here is we have the 13 letters and the 13 letters, and we've separated the primes and the non-primes. Well, the non-primes, as we saw, added up to 22, and the prime numbers added up to 27. Now, in the original Hebrew alphabet, there were 22 original letters, and then there were 5 letters called the finals, which gives you the difference between 22 letters for the alphabet and 27 letters for the alphabet, for the Hebrew alphabet. And you can see this 22 and 27 is a direct relationship between our non-primes and our primes. So our alphabet encodes pi, the tetragrammaton, and it actually, in one way, points to the Hebrew alphabet. It actually squares the circle too, which, like I said, you can see that in another video. But what we're going to do is actually going to just look at 13 letters. Since this is a mirror, we can just concentrate on one side of our alphabet being, let's say, our alpha. And we can look at this cipher in a whole nother way. There's been a lot of questions as to only why we went to 7 here and then walking back down and how to get this. And we're going to actually see this on the musical scale. So the question is, why 7? There are 7 deadly sins and 7 heavenly spheres, visible heavenly bodies in the sky: sun, earth, or sun and moon, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn. There's 7 days of creation, 7 chakras or energy centers or wheels. There's 7 days of the week, 7 notes of the major scale, which we'll see in just a second. 7 colors of the rainbow, we'll see that as well. And we have a 7th inning stretch, Snow White and her 7 dwarfs, etc., etc. 7 is a very holy number. Now we use 7 on our alphabet, going up to 7, stopping, and then walking back down to 1. So this question is, why is 7? It's because all vibratory phenomenon tends to completion in 7 stages. Speaking is nothing more than vibration. So it's literally sound. It's a sound wave. And all sound is made by our 7 notes of the major scale, or all vibratory phenomenon tends to completion in these 7 stages. So it would only be rational that our alphabet is actually built on the number 7 as well. Number 7 letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, is actually the major notes in the scale. Then you're back to A. So we can take a look at this down here. Now the root to octave is actually 13 notes in a major scale. It's A sharp, B, C, in the full chromatic scale. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then we're back to A, getting to our octave. So what we can do here is actually assign numbers to our chromatic scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we're back to A. We're back to that root, so we're just back to the next octave. And so what we did here is, since this is 13 notes making root to octave, we just put the 13 letters underneath here. So we went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and this is where we split our alphabet. So notice we have the 7 notes of the major scale in the first 7 letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we can assign those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now notice up here, when we got to A here, we were at our octave, or back to our root note for the next scale. So we can assign 1 here and 1 here, and of course our A is 1. So rationally, this M should be 1 as well. So the question is, when we walked up to 7, how do we get back down to 1? And that's just walking back down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, giving you the numbers associated with the letters of our alphabet. And of course, this was 13 notes, or 13 letters, and then our right hand was just a mirror of this. So this gives us 7 major notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then the 5 flat and sharps. The total of 12 notes, the 13th being the octave. What's interesting is you have 7 and 5. There's a difference between those two. 7 times 5, or the 7 major times the 5 minor, or flats, sharps, gives you the number 35. And in our cipher is actually PI is 3/5. And so this is a direct correlation between the 7 major notes and the 5 minor. And once again, here's our cipher. 13 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to pause the video and write this down quick. So the first thing we're going to look at is the number 7, or the word 7. S is 6, E is 5, V is 5, E is 5, and N is 1. And this comes together to give you 22. Well, 22 divided by 7 is pi. 22 divided by 7 is pi. We can also look at Adam and Eve. Adam is 1411, giving you 7, and Eve is 555, giving you 15. 7 plus 15 is 22, and there are 7 letters in Adam and Eve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 22 divided by the 7 letters of Adam and Eve gives you pi. Compass is what you make a pi with. And this is 321, 3166. And this comes together to give you 22. And once again, there are 7 letters in compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 22 divided by the 7 letters of compass gives you pi. Horizon is 6255121. Come together to give you 22. And once again, there are 7 letters in horizon. And 22 divided by 7 is pi. And the horizon is important because when the sun sets or rises on the horizon, it actually makes the diameter of pi. So horizon giving you the diameter to give you the circumference of a sun, giving you pi. All having to do with 7. An important thing is there's 7 colors of the rainbow, known as Roy G. Biv, the acronym. That's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. If you actually take assign the numbers to each letter of each word here, it gives you 14, 21, 17, 23, 15, 24, and 26. And you can pause the video and double check this in the cipher. 14 plus 21 plus 17 plus 23 plus 150 plus 24 plus 26 gives you 140, which doesn't really tell us anything unless we go to the rainbow, which is the entire thing. Rainbow is 5151224. This comes together to give you 20. Now what's interesting is if we take Roy G. Biv, or our entire rainbow, giving you 140, and divided by rainbow, giving you 20, it gives you 7. And that's the number of colors in the rainbow itself, as well as the number of letters in rainbow, all having to do with this holy number 7. So our whole number approximate of pi is 22 divided by our holy 7 here. So let's take a look at 22 and 7 here. If we actually divide this in half, so 22 divided by 2 is 11, and 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. This actually gives you the ratio of the Great Pyramid of Giza here, 11 and 7. The height being 7, the base being 11. And the ratio of the Great Pyramid being 7:11. This angle here is actually 51 degrees and 51 minutes. And we can find this holy 51 by taking 360 degrees of a circle and dividing it by our holy 7. So 360 degrees divided by 7 is 51.428571, and this number goes on into infinity. And this is the only, in our base 10 system, if you divide 360 degrees by our base 10 system, 7 is the only number that will give you decimals. So 7 is a very important number. So when we look back at our 22 and 7, dividing this by 2, giving us 11, and 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. Well, in our cipher, pi is 3.5. So all we have to do is put a decimal place here, and pi itself encodes pi, if you relate it to 11. So 11 divided by 3.5 is pi, 3.142. 11 is an important number because 11, using our cipher, is 5255551. And this comes together to give you 23. And why 23 is important is because in our cipher, circle equals 23, temple, lotus, natural, beauty, all equal 23. But most importantly, heaven equals 23. And why this 23 is important is because in human DNA and genetics, there are 23 chromosomes that make up the human being. So 23 becomes a very important number. So let's look at one more thing in 7, and let's look at the unity of opposites in 7. The unity of opposites is a philosophical idea, and it's also a scientific idea as well, that everything in the world has its opposites, left and right, Adam and Eve, man and woman, up and down. This was known in sacred geometry as the sacred geometrical merging of opposites, as merging heaven and earth. Heaven was opposite of earth, and earth was opposite of heaven. In sacred geometry, heaven was known as a 3, as a circle, and earth was known as a 4, as a square. And the merging of these opposites actually give you the number 7. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. So the opposites that we know the best are, of course, good and bad. Good is 7224, giving you 15, and bad is 214, giving you 7. And 15 plus 7 equals 22. And we can divide this 22 by, once again, the 7 letters, good being 4, bad being 3, just like heaven and earth, or Adam and Eve, same kind of thing. 7 letters divided by, or 22 divided by the 7 letters gives you pi. My name is Marty Leeds, and I have a book for sale called Pi, The Great Work. All this information is from my new book, Pi, in the English Alphabet, which I go through all of this stuff much more in depth. And this will be out soon. You can get my current book, Pi the Great Work, at Amazon.com, or you can just go to MartyLeeds33.com and get the information there. I also have a very active YouTube channel, Marty Leeds 33, which has a bunch of different videos. You can also get me at theholyscience.com. And on my website, there's interviews, sample chapters, videos, reviews, upcoming events, and much, much more to come. So please stay tuned. Thank you.